lightweight champion of the world has a name, and it's Charles Oliveira.
Olha o meu ali, ó, o Lucas que box ali. O meu. Lucas da CB.
Feliz demais. Feliz demais, vai aumentando meu legado.
Just way happy. Just the fact that the work that the team puts in, that it paid off. You think that we will always work on submissions, and to see the legacy of submissions as well, continuing to keep on. It's still going, meaning that the work the team has put on really paid off, and it just goes to show that the champion has a name, and it's Charles Oliveira.
The lightweight champion of the world has a name, and it's Charles Oliveira. And my God, how good is that dude? It's insane what he is. We sit there like flabbergasted, like what happened? What? I just talked to Dana as he was leaving. I go, dude, what happened to Charles Oliveira? Like, how did he become this? Like that's all you can ask is like, how did he become this guy? He is legitimately one of the best fighters I have ever seen in my entire life. And we have seen dudes like Anderson Silva, George St. Pierre, Khabib Nurmagomedov. So when you start calling him one of the best you've ever seen in your life, that is high praise. But he gets hurt, and he's also got some built-in traps, right? You hurt Charles Oliveira, you got to take a step back, because if you jump on him, dude might submit you. So it was a very telling thing in the finishing sequences. Justin Gaethje hurts him, has to let him up. But Charles lays there for a few minutes, covers a little bit. Charles hurt Justin, jumped right on it. Went to punch him and missed. Immediately takes his back. But if Justin goes and does that, misses, next thing you know, Charles is on his back. So he's got these built-in, like, traps that you have to avoid whenever you're trying to approach him. So it makes him very, very dangerous. It's dude is like, it's crazy because I can't explain it. And Carnival was happening as I was walking over here because him and his team were going nuts.
I trust in my hand. I believe in my hand all throughout. So I mean, you saw it. I got a knockdown. So as soon as he fell down, I thought, you're not going to miss the opportunity. That's what the team says. You never miss the opportunity. Obviously, I tried to go with that triangle there, but it didn't work. But I remember something that the team says all the time. Trust you and continue. He's going to explode at one point. And he did explode. And when he tried to explode, that's when I was able to get in there. And I know getting out of that rear naked choke was really hard, but it was great. I was just very happy it happened.
What was your reaction to the Charles weight thing in real time? Like, as you're getting updates about it?
No, oh my God. It's the worst thing that can happen during so when the weigh-in's going on, Lene is texting me everybody's weight as they come in, and she hit me with all the people, and then I hit her back and I said, no Oliveira? And she's like, he's up next. So I was like, oh shit, why is he last? And the worst thing that could possibly happen happened. I mean, it's a nightmare. We were just talking about it in the back there. What we need to do, we have this issue where guys come out and they'll start checking the scale the night before, and all the Europeans and guys from other parts of the world do kilos. So they all start fucking with the scale to look at kilos, and who knows? There's so many moving parts to this beast of a machine that we run every week. And we got to have a security guard in there where the scale is now, and it's something we're gonna have to do.
Is there any thoughts from you or the rest of the staff on his status as champion? Right? I mean, it's your belt. I mean, if you want to give it to him, you can give it to him, right? And that's what you said, like when it was Ally Quinto was gonna fight for it, and you're like, yeah, we don't care if he beats the guy, we'll give him the belt.
Oh, listen, he's the guy. He didn't make weight. We have rules. He didn't make the weight. He doesn't. The belt is vacant, but I think, I'm sure in the minds of the media and fight fans, Oliveira is the champion, but technically he's the number one contender now. He's the guy.
But clearly, whatever the next title fight is, he's on one half of it against
100%.
Okay.
Absolutely. Michael Chandler, did you see his performance tonight? And do you think he deserves a shot at the title again with yourself anytime soon?
O Michael Chandler, você viu o desempenho dessa noite? Você acha que ele merece mais uma tentativa para roubar esse cinturão?
Olha, eu acho que na realidade, como eu falei, eu tenho que voltar para casa. Eu vi a luta dele, ele fez uma grande luta, mas eu quero só voltar para casa, descansar, deixa a equipe ver com quem vai ser o próximo, deixar de ser. Não adianta a gente querer falar na loucura agora quem é ou quem deixa de ser. Na realidade, a gente não, isso aí quem manda é o UFC, mas eu quero voltar para casa, descansar, ficar com a minha família, essa é real.
as I said, yeah, I know what happened. But I said, I just want to go home right now and actually have the team set this up. We can't just pick and choose, and I know that who really knows this is the UFC, and they're going to set me up with someone to be on my way. And all right now is, I want to do is just be with my family, go back home, and whatever sets up, we're gonna take it.
I'll be honest with you. You know, I get it. Listen, who doesn't think Dariush and Islam is a great fight? I mean, it's a fucking killer fight. I would love to see that fight to see who the #1 contender is. But I'm not going to lie. After tonight, I don't mind, you know, I'm like, I wouldn't mind doing Islam versus, you know, Oliveira either. So we'll see what happens. We'll get in the war room and argue about it and figure it out.
Shame on all of us for ever doubting Charles Oliveira. Gaethje had him hurt. Oliveira had Gaethje hurt. And when you get on the ground with Charles Oliveira, he's going to submit you. Except for me. I was able to get out of it. But I think, man, there's something. Is there not something satisfying about watching Charles Oliveira blossom into who he is? I loved Justin Gaethje's kind of synopsis of him. That, you know, back when he was unreliable and missing weight, which obviously this, you know, that was before this, but he was unreliable. He had a spotty record. He couldn't be relied upon to have string together good performances. He was a boy back then, and now he has become the man that is Charles Oliveira, the champion that is Charles Oliveira. I lost to him. But I think we have unfinished business. I got into this sport to become the champion. I got into the sport to wear 12 pounds of leather and gold around my waist, and I would love for it to say the UFC on it. So that fight with Conor, obviously, I'm serious about it. I don't think you're going to be hard-pressed to find somebody who doesn't think I'm one of the most exciting guys on the planet now. And I think I've proven that numerous times now. Conor needs a big fight to put butts in seats, to sell pay-per-views, and a fight at 170 would be a lot better than 155.
I guess last thing for me, we know you do want to take some time off. Obviously, you want to go be a father and a husband, but knowing that those are two massive possibilities for fights, is there a date on the calendar that you say, hey, I will fight by then, or are those fights big enough that you'd end the vacation short if you had to? I mean, what's the plan? Yeah,
I would definitely the Conor fight. I would end the vacation. You know, we'll see what happens. Listen, when Conor comes back and he's healthy, I'll be there. But once again, in typical combat sports icon that is Conor McGregor, he left his options open. He said that's definitely a fight he wants down the line. Obviously, he's tweeted, and it's a fight that he wants down the line. He's deserved and earned the right to be that. You know, decide when you want to fight, who you want to fight, and where you want to fight. So I'm just the guy waiting in the wings. I'm just a guy with a black eye and a sore right foot who just collected a bonus, and I'm pretty darn happy about it. I get to go home and kiss my wife and hang out with my sons.